this is my August budget, and this is the spreadsheet that I use for my budgeting. I actually uploaded it to my Etsy store, so if you're interested, definitely head over there and take a look. There's a link in my bio. It's a monthly budget. I like to budget from the first of the month to the last day of the month. So over here in our annual budget categories, I fill this in on a monthly basis. So I only work 1 month ahead, unless I know there is a big expense. Like I know down in bills, we have pest control come around in November every year. So there is a big $400 expense there. I don't know exactly how much it's going to be, but I know it's around that mark that I put in straight away. I will just go through each category and it pre-fills into my budget. So you can see here, August is already done. In September, I'm going to set up the basic ones. I obviously don't have all my bills because it's still very early in August, but I can come back to this. I do my banking once a week where I just record all expenses in the spreadsheet. So if a bill has come in that time, I'll put it in. I always sit down and double check through my calendar and everything. I put all the bills in my Google Calendar so I know that they're there. All right, so September, I don't budget for other income, investment income like dividends. I don't budget for any side hustle income because I don't know how much I'm actually going to earn. Rental income, I underestimate. It's usually about $1,200 a month, but depending on whether we pay for like maintenance or something, I usually estimate it's going to be a little under. And then in our sinking funds, I'm going to put away $50 for Nara the dog. I should only need $50 again for kids' activities. I put away $50 a month towards birthdays, $80 again towards Christmas, $50 for school expenses. My daughter's starting prep next year, $50 for our home and contents insurance bill. I'm not putting anything in my part-time sinking fund anymore. Unexpected expenses, I always put $20 a fortnight away just in case. And I never budget anything for our Reno Spend sinking fund. I just have it there in case I need to put that as a category in my expenses. So you will see that with when I put them in this annual budget, when I hop over to the September tab, those numbers automatically appear in the budget column. So it's all linked up. Same with all the categories. One thing I really like about this spreadsheet is that I have a category page at the front. So you go through and you fill out all your categories. But if you need to change one, for example, you can change it really easily. And it will, so I'll show you in September under housing, we've got home repairs down the bottom here. But if I go here and I change it to hello, for example, you will see that when we go back to September, it automatically updates. How good is that? So you don't need to change it in every single stinking sheet. I think it's really handy. We'll keep going down. Our mortgage is the same. I don't budget for home improvements or home repairs. We're not really doing anything. So groceries, same again. Fruit and veg, $150. $40 for alcohol. We put it into Naked Wines. They're fabulous, but $40 every month, and then we get to spend that every 3 months or so. Coffee and restaurants, I don't budget for. I keep them there in case I need to add them in as a category. We don't have any electricity bills that I know of. Water we pay fortnightly, and there's only 2 pay fortnights in September, so it'll be $30. Same thing with rates. We pay $130 every fortnight because rates in regional Queensland are enormous, and this makes it a bit more manageable. No, we shouldn't have any gas bills. We just changed the bottle over. Telstra is the same every month. Car service. While I'm here, I'm going to put in our car service. Mine is due in December, so I'm going to budget $400 in December right now. But I think my husband's is due in October, and his is a big one. I will budget $1,000. I don't know how much it's going to be. We don't have a wealth package. Netflix, you will have seen on my post that I don't pay for Netflix. My Nurch points pay for Netflix, so thank you very much for that, Nurch. Miscellaneous bills, don't have any this month. They are things like the toilet paper we get, like Who Gives a Crap, which we only buy them like once or twice a year. So that's just for things like that. That doesn't need its own category. but it's there. Health insurance, it's $510 for the month. Car insurance, nope, we pay all these yearly. So you can see that if you pay them like monthly, you can allocate space for your monthly budget. But we pay all of ours annually. So, and they're all like early in the year. So we just put in the amount that we budget for them in that month. Roadside, nothing. Registration, nothing. We've paid all of those. Clothing. I'm going to put nothing this month because I've just bought the kids a heap of stuff and they shouldn't need anything. Household supplies, always good to have for miscellaneous. $100 for mine and my husband's gym memberships. Haircuts, I have booked haircuts in for me and my kids. So that's what that $55 is for. Petrol, I always do $60. That's just for me. So my husband likes to have his petrol money be sent to his spending account, so he only needs to have the one card. I don't mind carrying his 6 cards, but he does. So I send his money there. I send $60 to him and $60 for me. And then you can see that he gets the extra $60 here. And that is our spending money. I don't budget anything for tax. We're not going to see the optometrist, the dentist, the chemist, or the GP. Wonderful. We're a healthy month so far. Daycare, I always budget $1,500. Activities, I generally budget $30. That's so if we want to go out to the indoor play center or something, I've budgeted some money that we can go out and do that. $940 for the unit. Mortgage, we don't have any body corporate fees. When did we last have one? I think we will be due for one. Look at that. They're every 3 months, so maybe I better budget some money in there for that. I know it comes out every 3 months. Rates we've just paid. Not budgeting any maintenance. We don't have landlord insurance this month. That should be it. $75 is just a fixed amount we give to charities. Gifts is miscellaneous. I do have a birthdays sinking fund that you saw before. That's for miscellaneous gifts over and above general birthdays and stuff. We are doing no traveling. We are going away in November, and we'll need to pay for it a couple of weeks before we actually go. So I'm going to put that in just in case. Should be all right. I'm going to transport. We don't need entertainment. We'll be okay. I might update that a bit closer to November when we know more about what we're doing. I no longer have a debt repayment. And then the best category of all, unfortunately it's last. And you can see that I'm already $1,300 over my budget. I'm going to put another $100 into our emergency fund. We're not saving for New Zealand anymore. $80 for our white Christmas, $80 for general savings, $240 for the kids' investments. I don't budget anything for the camper trailer, but we put extra money that we earn into the camper trailer. Sinking funds automatically pulls from up the top here. So it just adds these up for me and then pops it down the bottom. So it's in the budget and I don't have to go back up and see what it is. And then shares, I'm working up to $850 a month in shares, which is how much we need to put in to hit our $10,000 goal in shares for the year. But I'm working up to it from nothing. A couple of months ago, I was putting nothing in, then $100. I budgeted $600, and I'm going to budget $600 again because I'm counting on myself to earn some extra money. And you can see that on my piddly little budget, I'm $2,500 over budget, which is bad. When I hop over to my September tab, I do have this extra little leftover income column. Excuse my dog, which is there to carry over any money that we didn't spend earlier in the year. So it's kind of like a buffer, but it's also like our rolling total. So I don't budget for that, but it is there in the actual. So we have $5,000 that has just built up over the year that we haven't spent. So I do have a bit of a cushion. You can see that they have pre-filled, all the different ones have pre-filled into the budget, including that I'm $2,500 over budget. It is what it is. when I put in actual spend and actual income, so say on the first of the month we get our paycheck, I will put in $1,500, say, and then for paycheck, and that amount will pop up. So as we go through the month, and we have side hustle income, we have investment income come in, we have obviously our paycheck, any extra rental income, the actual amount of rental income comes in. That's what I look at. So it's good to have the budget, but it's also good to keep track of the actual spend. So you can see that in July, even though we thought we were going to have $8,000 come in, we actually had $14,000 come in overall, and that includes this number. So we had $9,000 come in. But we did have a bit extra. So that number is what carries over. So we had that extra $5,000. We've taken some out because we've gone a bit over, but we still have $4,000 left over. All right, and then here it is. The $4,000 is there. We earn a bit extra. At the end of the month, that money rolls over, okay, and it appears there, so that we do have an ongoing cushion. We're not just overspending willy-nilly. We are spending more than we are bringing in at the moment because I'm on maternity leave. So it is what it is.
Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram for more tips and budgeting videos like this.